Hey friends, hope you're all doing well and happy Easter. Just thought I'd pop on and give you a quick little update for the benefit of those who haven't been reading my blog recently and because I haven't posted on here for a little while. Because Easter traditionally marks new beginnings, and that's very true for my mother and myself, because the big news for me is that I have now quit my job as a support worker for my friend Emily Davison. It's been a great 3 years with her, and I'm very proud to have played a part in helping her get onto the career ladder in journalism that she most dearly wanted and deserves. And I've played a part in all the successes and achievements that she's had along the way. She's done very well in her exams and published lots of stories and got lots of great opportunities as a result of it. And I'm very proud to have played a part in that. But it just wasn't viable for me to continue anymore, mainly because I have to focus more on my mother. If you've been following me, then you'll know that we had a very difficult year last year with mum struggling to adjust to going fully blind and having falls, and her mental health declining because of all that. So yeah, I need to focus on mum more. She is doing much better now. I'll get onto her in a minute. But yeah, it just was getting hard to balance the urgency of journalism stories that need to be published quite quickly, and mum's needs as well whenever she needed help, and it was just getting to me a little bit. So yeah, it's just safer to take control of the situation for my own well-being and for mum's, and just take control of my life again, really. But then, of course, the other reason I quit the job is because the DWP cut my funding as well. I was paid by Access to Work, which is the scheme that enables disabled people to work, to get into employment, because it gives them the support they need, whether it be via support workers or technology or taxi travel or whatever. But it's being cut across the board for a lot of disabled people. They haven't changed their policies, the DWP are saying in their statements, but they have changed the way those policies are applied, which they have admitted in an inquiry. So yeah, it's basically changed completely. There's different types of support you can claim for, they're claiming now. And Emily's kind of been pigeonholed into this one particular type of support. Even though her needs haven't changed entirely, they've kind of pigeonholed her into a type of support where you can only get funded for 20% of the hours. So I've basically had my hours slashed by 80%. So that basically cut my hours from 37 down to 8, which is a huge reduction, as you can imagine. 37 hours a week down to 8 hours. It's basically 5 days down to 1 day, basically, which is no good to Emily at all. We've kind of spread it out as best we can, like 2 hours per day for 4 days, that kind of thing. But you can barely get anything done in that time that's of any use to her. And yeah, she is able to kind of claim for the other type of support that can fill the remaining time, but that's taken ages to go through because of the backlog. And yeah, so yeah, my hours were slashed. Ironically, they did put my hourly rate of pay up because I asked them to. I was told when I first got the job that I could ask for a pay increase whenever I wanted to. So when this review was happening, I said, can I have an inflationary pay increase? And indicated what that would be, and they gave it to me. But because they slashed the hours so much, it made it worthless, because I was still then losing nearly £500 per week. So it's quite insulting, frankly. I had no direct contact with the DWP either about that decision. No apology from them, no explanation, no offer of support, nothing. They just cut my income just like that and just pushed me aside, left me to it. So yeah, if they don't appreciate me, then yeah, I'm just going to get out of there, basically. So yeah, it is a great shame. It's affecting so many other disabled people at the moment. I put in one of my recent blog posts a list of some of the recent articles. It's affecting so many people across the board. The government are saying they want to get disabled people in work, but they're removing the very support that enables them to do that. So, there you go. I'm not going to rant about it too much, but yeah, it's just, it's awful. Basically, there's no nice way of putting that. So yeah, I feel bad for leaving Emily in the lurch, but she is looking for a new support worker, and I wish her all the very best. We are going to stay in touch. We are good friends, but we had a good 3 years, and that's the end of that. But the good news is that I do have a new job now. This is one that gives me much more flexibility and freedom over my time in terms of looking after mum and myself, because it's essentially a 0 hours contract, as they call it. So the company isn't obliged to offer me any work, but they'll offer me whatever they can, and I can pick and choose what I do from the requests that get sent to me. So it's totally up to me what I do, when I do it, which gives me the freedom and flexibility that I need to organise my time however I want to. So I won't be earning as much as I did before, but the money I do earn is good. It's a good hourly rate, so it works out nicely for my current needs. And this is with a company called Fable, and this isn't an advert for them. I'm just letting you know who they are, what I'm doing, and they are a good company, to be fair. And basically, I'm an accessibility tester for them. That's what they do. They offer companies the chance to connect with disabled people to assess the accessibility of their apps and websites. And we each give our own personal experiences using our own assistive technology of using those products. So I'm using magnification software, other people use screen readers, and there are different operating systems people use, different devices, things like that. So they get kind of a variety of viewpoints from the various testers in the company. So yeah, it was very easy to get started with them. Their onboarding and training process is very efficient, and even though there's a lot of training to do, it's very easy to follow, and everyone that you come into contact with is really nice and helpful. I had a few video calls with various trainers, one of whom I'll give a shout out to is Carrie from Carry On Accessibility. Her YouTube channel is well worth following. It's brilliant. She's got anaphasia like me as well, so I've been aware of her for a while, and it was lovely to finally meet her at last. She's lovely. And yeah, everyone's been great, and they've paid up very promptly as well after the jobs that I've done. So it's working out very well, and there are some very big names, very big brands who use the service. So it's great, basically. I'm very happy with that, and it's going to give me the freedom and flexibility that I need. And it gives me good experience as well. So if further down the line, I want to get a proper part-time job or full-time job again, then, I've got that experience on my CV that I've been building up. And it was already something I was doing occasionally anyway. I've been doing accessibility testing for a few people over the years anyway, since I moved to London and got to know people. So it's not something that I was new to, but it's just tapping into something that I was already doing occasionally and now earning more money for it, which is great. And there are other freelance jobs I can be doing as well if I want to. So I've done like audio description testing and assessing in recent years, which I could do more of if I get offered it. And there's research projects I can get involved with. I've already got one of them arranged. So there's various other bits I can be doing on the side, but Fable is my main thing, and I've got to be careful not to earn too much because I'm also applying for carers allowance, which I'm entitled to. Now my earnings are so low, so as long as I don't go above a certain threshold, then I can claim that. I have to go to the DWP to claim that, so who knows whether I'll get it or not, the way things are at the moment, but I am entitled to it, so I will certainly try to get it. But I am financially stable in other ways as well, in terms of savings and support from a relative as well, and mum gets some money coming in as well. So we're all right. We're financially stable. We're not rich, but we're okay. So money isn't the issue at the moment. It's more about just well-being and just living our lives kind of a bit more easily and freely now, which is nice. And then in terms of mum, she's doing much better now, I'm happy to say, after all the events of last year where she was falling over quite a lot and struggling to adjust to going fully blind, and the mental health decline that kind of accompanied all of that. She's in a much better position now. She hasn't fallen over since her accident in August, which is good. And she's sleeping much better because the melatonin pills she's taking are working like a dream, pun intended, because they've stabilised her sleep cycle. So she's sleeping at night and not at all during the day, which means she's much more focused during the day, and she's gaining in confidence as she gets used to doing things around the house by herself again, and she's just much more happy and relaxed. I can make her laugh much more easily. She's much more affectionate. We're much closer, which is lovely. She's not perfect. There are still moments where she gets confused or disorientated, especially if she's tired or cold or unwell or something like that. But those instances aren't as frequent as they used to be, and it's much easier to get her back on track again, which is good. And I can take her out in the wheelchair, of course, now the weather's getting better, so we're looking forward to kind of going out together, especially now I've got more free time as well, so during the week it'll be easier to go to certain places when it's quiet, and I can go out more as well now. I'm starting to gain in confidence in leaving her on her own again, because it is a worry for me when I go out as to how she's getting on. It was a worry for her as well, being left on her own for a little while. So we're just kind of gradually building that back up again, so I can have a bit more leisure time, a bit more of a social life again. So I went to a theatre recently to see The Play That Goes Wrong with a friend of mine, which was lovely. And I'm hoping to go to more theatre shows and museums again, and social events, and just going out for walks, stuff like that. I've been doing quite a few walks lately. It's nice to get the fresh air again. So yeah, getting that balance back in my life has been quite good as well. So yeah, we're in a good position. Things are all right. We feel much more able to cope with things now, which is good. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that will continue for the foreseeable future. As I say, we are financially stable, so money isn't the concern at the moment. It's just a case of looking after ourselves, mum's well-being and my well-being, and see how we get on, basically. And as always, thank you to everyone who's supported me, friends and family and organisations, things like that along the way. It's been lovely to have all that support out there, which is great. In terms of this channel, I haven't really given it much thought at the moment, and with everything else going on, I do still tinker with the playlists on here in terms of posts that I'm writing or other playlists I want to update every so often. But I'm not really focused on what I'm going to do in terms of making videos for it. I might get back into making favourites videos at some point. I have kind of an idea in my head as to how I might be able to make them a bit easier to film and edit, possibly. I'm not guaranteeing anything on that, but it's kind of in the back of my mind. I might look into that. Or I might do something different entirely with this channel and distinguish it from my blog. So I could tap into the accessibility testing stuff that I do now, that kind of thing. I can't share that work that I do, but I can always, pick some software or operating systems and give my thoughts on it. Maybe I should do like gameplay videos. I know they're popular. People playing games and showing their progress. I could do that kind of thing and talk about how accessible I'm finding those games. I could test various games, say on Apple Arcade or something, and show how accessible I think they are or how accessible they're not. That kind of thing, maybe that kind of ideas in the back of my head. So there's kind of possibilities as to things I could do. I don't know, to be honest. I haven't really given it deep consideration, but now I've got more time on my hands, I may well think about it more and see what comes out. I might experiment with things that you don't see, and then something will come along that you do see. I don't know. I'm not going to promise anything. I do want to keep this channel alive and going along. So at the bare minimum, I will keep doing updates like this every so often, just let you know how I'm doing. Maybe I'll try and do vlogs a bit more regularly. I'm not going to say I'm going to do them every week or every month necessarily, because there might not be much to talk about. And I don't want to pigeonhole myself into doing something on a regular basis. That's kind of the rut I got stuck in with the favourites videos, really, that I had to do them, but sometimes it wasn't very convenient to do them. So the dates kind of moved around all over the place as to when I uploaded them. So I'll be a bit careful about that, but we'll see. There's various things to consider. But I will keep this channel going at the bare minimum with vlog updates like this to let you know how I'm doing. But there will always be stuff on my blog. I'm always posting there regularly. And again, now I've got more free time, I'm able to kind of work on that much more. So yeah, I'm always active on there at the bare minimum. And on social media, you can get updates on what I'm doing there. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. This channel will keep ticking over one way or another. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know how I was doing anyway. As I say, it is much more positive at the moment, and hopefully it'll continue that way. It'd be interesting to see how things go now that things have changed quite significantly. I'm looking forward to it. I'm feeling much more relaxed, and yeah, just looking forward to seeing how things go. So I hope you're doing well too. I will keep you posted, and thank you very much for your support as always. And yeah, I will see you soon for another video, another vlog of some sort or whatever. So take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.